Well, hello there. When we think of why do things not happen as we hope that they do, it's to recognize the nature of the world in which at times we pull things closer to us when we feel really good about it, magnetize it. We push things away when we feel a bit more doubt, weightiness to it. So, in this instance, we must understand who we are, what we are, why we push things away. The nature of us is to desire, but also there's been a nature in which we've been disappointed time and time again. What do we do in a life full of disappointment? But we're told to hope more. Hope is something that was left in Pandora's box, and hope is something that we keep in our hearts and long for. Gift that we give to others because we no longer see it for ourselves. To give up hope and to embody what you are. For so often we're in the process of becoming. For so often we tell ourselves in time. The truth is, time doesn't really exist. So what is it that puts our hopes further and further from us? We must come back to doubt and fear. To doubt good things for yourself is to make sure that they do not happen. You have closed the limits of your imagination, so you have closed the doors of your possibilities for imagination. And take one very far. Imagination took a submarine to the bottom of the ocean because someone imagined that they could take a submarine to the bottom of the ocean. And if your imagination says it's not possible, you will not try, you will not walk, you will not do. Many people have dreams and they speak of their dreams and they tell others of their dreams, but they do not take action towards those dreams. Instead, they murmur what could be, what might be, if things were to change just immediately, as if they were a victim through it all. Perhaps it starts with viewing ourselves differently, not viewing ourselves as a product that was broken, and not viewing yourself as a product that is healing, rather, viewing yourself as a product that is whole. Have you ever felt whole? For that is true healing. Any other type of healing is a in between, a stop along the way. Devoid of completeness, it is merely an ingredient, an essence of the thing, but not the thing itself. It is as if man were without a body, but also without a spirit, an aspect of man, but not a whole. That's what it is to hope. And I think of the hopes of our ancestors throughout time. when I think of their pain lingering mine at some time, all they could do was hope. That was the best that they could do. If they could have done more for you, they would have. It's an odd thing to realize your parents did the very best that they could, even in spite of all of their failures. They did the best that they could. And if they could have done more, they would have done more. So it seems people today are not doing the best that they could because they hope when they could take action. You are not bound in chains, physically whipped, beaten, at least in much of the modern world. There are many parts of the world where people are stuck hoping. And if they knew what you could do if you took one simple step, the disdain that they would have for you, as they would just hope they could do the thing. Why do we not try? Why do we not do? Why do we simply imagine? If man wants to be more, he must be. The feeling of want is to push it away from you. It's the feeling of chasing. It's the feeling of running after something that is also running, because what is running is you, who you actually are. When we think of the dreams of what we might become, we must realize that we are the dream and we must become. It is to enter a state of being, to become one with your dream, is to truly live, awake. When man sleeps and then dreams, and then he sleeps and then dreams, he is always sleeping. He is always hoping. He is always chasing. Really, we are that we are, but we are not yet complete. To embody yourself fully, become more than just an idea. To pull the idea from nothing and put it into form. We do this. Someone once imagined a sandwich. They said, if I take this peanut and I take this jelly and I put them on this bread, that would be delicious. And they took an image, an imagination, and put it into form. Now, you are not much different. You have an idea for yourself. You have an idea for what you might be. You have a dream for who you are, but you must put it into form. To take one aspect to become whole, you must put it into form. That form is your body. That form is your life. That form is who you are in this physical realm, in this physical world, in this physical now. You must embody the dream, for they say we are only dreaming. But if we only dream, you must become real. You must become solid. You must become tangible, touchable, physical. And people wonder why they fade away. They have not become real. They have lived in ideas. They have lived in thought. They have lived in what could be. They have not embodied who they are. And thus they are forgotten. And thus they become as dust. There's an aspect of man that is always like dust. Why is it that he returns to dust? Because man is like clay, and water is his spirit, and dust is the earth. So when his spirit leaves, the water has left, and he must become dust. But the spirit of one that never came to life is not something that would live in death. The spirit of one who reminisced or thought about and only lived in the past, of the good times, of the laughter, and they did not embody the now. How would they live in a world without time? They would not live when they only look back. They would not live if they only think of pain. They would not live if they think of only what could have gone wrong. They would not live if they think only of how everything in their life has not measured up to everything that they thought it could be. So they live in doubt. They live in fear. They live in worry. They live in negativity and impossibilities that surround their mind with every waking moment. There is only one actual thing a person must do because they have been given the illusion that they are alive. They must actually come to life. They must actualize life. They must live as if they're alive. But if you look around and you see the world and you see the people doing the same things every day, changing nothing every day, walking by every day, hoping, wishing every day, then you would know that they are dead. To live is to change your world because living things change. They have movement, they have shape, they bend, but the dead are still. And if you spend your life still wanting, still hoping, still waiting, then you have spent your life dead. The importance of man is to come alive. He must become alive. He must actually breathe. He must actually walk. He must actually move. He must actually say his thoughts. He must not repeat what he has heard. He must not just say what he thinks is right. He must feel. He must know. Because when he has died, what was never real will go. So, what is it that is man? What is it that he hopes he might be? Took his fickle hand, waved it toward thee. Doubts and fears you must kill. Doubts and fears kill what could be. People speak of magic and they doubt magic, so they never see magic. If only they knew that coming alive was magic. Only that knew that being who they truly are is magic. If they knew that they were magic, they would not doubt themselves, but they doubt everything that's within them. They doubt what could be. They doubt who they are. They doubt their power. So they never see their power because their power is magic. When your ancestors watch, they want to know, will you be one who is also hoping that those who come after you might free you? For your ancestors are not dead, they live as much as you live, in a state between everything all at once. In this moment, in this now, this breath, there's an ancestor going through struggle. There's an ancestor going through pain and hoping that those who come after might save him. People pray to their ancestors, but they don't consider that the ancestors hope for their descendants to free them. For a curse is broken all at once. Time does not exist and everything is happening all at once. So if you live under the curse of death, if that is what you call living, you are still under a curse. And most do not see where they are cursed. They have normalized what should be villainized, and they have villainized what might free them. When you look in the mirror, who do you see? You think you see yourself? Or do you see every ancestor all at once? You think you see, but you are blind. And your cowardice is selfishness in disguise. For in this moment, in this now, there is someone begging you, how can you save me? Can you help me? People ask for their ancestors. Bless them with gifts. The spirit of their ancestors to linger and give. But time does not exist. In this moment, right now, one of your ancestors has been hit, beaten and bloodied with the crackle of a whip. And you sit on your phone eating some chips, talking about when things get better, talking about the struggles in the economy, not realizing that it's within you that you must come alive. It has nothing to do with the world outside. You have a possibility to move, you have the possibility to breathe. You can bring in new possibilities that frees everything and everyone that look like you. If you look in the mirror and do not see something beautiful, then what do you say of your ancestors? When you look in the mirror and do not see something beautiful, maybe your eyes have been distorted. Maybe your eyes have been distorted by the pain that is constant. And why is the pain constant? Because your ancestors are not dead and everything is happening all at once. And you are intertwined with them, arm in arm, hearts and hearts, passed down and passed down and passed down and passed down. And you do not understand the urgency of your life. You do not recognize your gifts because you sit there doing nothing. And those that you think are dead are just praying and hoping that you might move and change the stillness in their world. For what is destiny but a thread? And a thread is connected to roots. It's not a thread tethered in the wind. It's a thread tethered through pain. Who might you become? And you realize you free us all. Who might you be if you knew you could free us all? People think death is an endpoint, a period mark, whereas everything is happening all at once. And in a way, no one has ever died. They have only stayed dead. So come to life, come back to yourself, come back to memory. Remember your roots. Feel their pain until it angers your soul. Feel their pain until you are made whole. Whole is healing. Healing must go. And pain that wanders will never let go. So feel then your ancestors, feel then their tears, feel then their sorrow, but feel then your fears. Let go of your doubt and let go of the tears that walk through the way. Oh, so many keeps dropping away. Everything be. Who are you at the end of time? Another dead one, or the one who made it all come alive?